Hey, good morning, everybody. Bob, Trade Genius, the 15th of August. And yesterday, after the close, it was disclosed that Warren Buffett made a major investment into Barrick Gold. And he also made divestments into the bankers. So this is a macro call. And basically, he's signaling it. His bet is that we're going to have what's called you know, repression or suppression, which basically means that the rates are going to be unnaturally lower for longer than they would otherwise be if it was a an unmanipulated market, and that helps gold and silver prices, and it helps the miners who dig that stuff out of the ground. So, one of my core positions is Barrick Gold, and it rocketed, and so Nairite covered calls against a portion of this position. I think it went from 27 to 29.18 here. So I suspect we'll probably get a pullback maybe to about here, and then we're just gonna grind higher again. It's this was the earnings here on it pushed up into earnings. We had to sell the news, and then it was just bouncing around. It was getting some traction. It was putting in a bit of a bull flag, but nothing exciting because I'll show you silver here in a minute. It wasn't like silver and gold were rocketing again. So this is an endorsement, and I imagine that we're going to see uh, heavier institutional interest now in the metals and miners. That's what we've been waiting for. And so let's take a tour. And my view is, excuse me, my view is that this is going to be these are all going to be doubles and triples here in the next 12 months. So this is where you want to play anyway. And it's a volatile ride, just to let you guys know. It's volatile as can be, but be very profitable if you can catch the right waves and just keep riding them. So let's go up to our friend Mr. First Majestic, and let's take our tour, shall we? So here's First Majestic is sitting on a support here. It pulled back. It had big moves. I mean, $14. This was an incredible move. It was another sell the news event, consolidating. This will push back higher again. I had to do put the extendeds on because of Warren Buffett. I'm going to flip to a daily now that I showed you Warren. So give me 1 second here. There. Okay. So that's what it looks like on a daily. So it's been grinding up higher. It's gotten a little stretched. So I'm expecting it to still consolidate and move higher. Now, Warren may change all this stuff on Monday. So just bear that in mind. But, using my signals here is that, this is where you would have probably got out off that run. And I'm just waiting for these ribbons to come back up again. AGQ's leverage silver, same difference. It blew right even through my fibs, and I'm expecting silver to consolidate for a little bit. I have no doubt silver will be $45 by the end of 2021, but it had a massive move and over 300%, and it needs to consolidate those gains. This is a silver, not silver, excuse me, sulfur repurposer, but I'm going to probably take this off my watch list. I think there's some financial issues here with the company. They're starting to issue like going concern stuff, and short sellers are sniffing around, but this is a sulfur. They recapture post manufacturing and then reuse the sulfur. Golden minerals. So again, I'm expecting all these to come back down in this area here. Big runs they've had. To me, this tracing a little bit of a head and shoulders pattern. But again, I'm showing all this stuff because Monday may change everything. And so just kind of get a see for everything. Here's Yamana. We've been trading in and out of Yamana a lot. We're out of it. And now just waiting for it to give us an opportunity to buy again. Same with AXU. We closed out over at $3, and Waiting to see what happens here. But again, these had some big moves. Look at the March lows on these things. 75 cents, 400% moves. Okay. CDE is one we trade a lot as well. This is a really strong company. I always underestimate it. It really it moves first and fast. And again, it's consolidating on high. So I expect if anything's going to break out fast, it'll be Coeur d'Alene. Here's Ego. Again, looks like a little bit of a bear flag. Same with EXK. You notice they all kind of look alike. So we're going to see the reaction on Monday for all these other ones to see if they get a bid from this or if we're considering we're going to continue to see consolidation. Say that 3 times fast. Okay, here's Freeport McMoran. Okay. Again, just grinding higher. This is slash metal slash industrial slash, precious. And it's been grinding up since the March lows too. Copper's kind of weakening though, so we're just kind of seeing how this one plays out. Here's Fortuna. Okay, GDX. We had a nice little dust trade on it against this on Monday, Tuesday, and now we're out of it. We caught that gap down, and again, everything needs consolidation here. There's GDXJ, same. Started to look a little boring. So the nice thing about this is that if you notice, a lot of the miners they move in simpatico with each other. So you don't have to chase everything. Just get a couple large, couple small, couple emerging, and I think you'll have a good enough portfolio. I'll indicate the ones that I have as ones that are always core for us. So here's gold. See, gold looks just like the miners, so that's going to drive the price. So just have to watch what gold does. And there's GOLD. We'll flip out of here. So Goro is interesting because they pay a dividend. I think they pay it even every year. They pay it monthly. So it doesn't move like it used to. When we traded this in 2011, it moved a lot more. But since it pays a dividend, it's kind of just a stable company. So it has a nice range to it. So if it pushes down into this 350 area, you may get a dollar move on it, and you can kind of do rinse and repeat on it. But if you see, it just pays a dividend every month. So it's just a different category here, depending on what you want to get out of your investment. Okay, Great Panther's doing really well, and it's staying strong. This is one of the 4 horsemen that I traded in 2011. It was just amazing company. And it looks like it's starting to get its mojo back here too. Here's Gold Standard Ventures. Hecla is one of the ones that you want to have as a core. Hecla's staying very strong and consolidating at the high end of its range. It blew right through all my targets. Okay, it did earnings. It didn't really fall back too much. You want to establish position in Hecla and hold it. Here's Iron Gold. It still needs to come down a little bit. Be interesting for me. 350 area. Kinross, same. This is a stock used kind of the lotto. If it comes down and touches that 60, 61 cent area, you can give it a shot and see if you can get a bounce on it. Coming up on earnings, though, I'd kind of wait on it. Mag Silver is one you want to establish a position in when it consolidates, because when it moves, it does these pretty good bounces. And here it just did since May a 50% move, so it's consolidating these gains. It's made almost a 500% move from the March low. This is kind of natural. I'm not really sure why everything got liquidated on these miners. We can somewhere, but it definitely doubled from kind of where it was before, and so it's a pretty stable company, and so I expect it to break out from this range as silver and gold move up. NAK, you're starting to see this in the news now. This is when you want to just tuck some away, just 1,000 shares, and don't look at it for 10 years. Okay, this is the Pebble mine that's starting to get. You saw Trump Jr. talk about it. You know, Biden says he's not going to allow it to be activated. You have yesterday Tucker Carlson talked about it. It's in Bristol Bay Area. It's the largest gold reserves in the world, and copper and molybdenum. So it has a lot of strategic metals. I suspect as the price of gold and silver go higher, the political pressure on exploiting that resource will be overwhelming, and you'll see this thing rocket. So you just put 1,000 shares away and leave it be. If you're nervous, you can wait and see who wins the next election. And Biden wins, maybe you hold off, but I don't care. I put it away. This will be an inheritance gift to my daughter, and I think this will be a company that'll be 1,000, be a 10, 20, 30 bagger. I mean, it's a huge, huge amount of reserves. NovaGold, nice little range here since the June bottom, so it's a nice tradable stock. They have a lot of back and forth on the value of their reserves, so but you just buy low and just sell the top of the range till it breaks out. It's closing in on it again. I'd be interested in this again if it gets down to $8. This is another one that kind of, broke through out of its range. New Gold. I don't really trade this one. I don't think I ever traded it, but I watch it. Okay, used to trade Pan American Silver a lot. I like to trade stocks. If it doesn't have options, then I'm looking for kind of lotto growth. If it does have options, I prefer them to have weekly options, so I can hedge my position. Pan American has monthly, so I haven't traded it too much, but this is a really good company. If it comes down into the mid-20s, again, another silver company. To me, silver is where you want to put your money because it's going to outperform gold as these move higher. So just put this on your watch list. I would start accumulating this thing around $26 again. Okay, PLG, we used to trade this one a lot. They started putting restrictions on our subscribers, making them call in for the trade, blah, blah, blah. But this is a nice one for day trades and some swing trades. And I'll show you, if you go down here, like you trade it off the 5 minute, okay? It has some nice, gives you some nice moves here, okay, that you can, you make 3 to 5% on these trades. But we've stayed away from it of late, but it's, if it gets back over 220, we'll see this thing fly back up to its highs again here, recent highs, 250, 260 area. It's consolidating nicely. Platinum's undervalued as well as a platinum miner. Okay, the ETF. I don't trade SIL. Just wanted to show it to you. I don't trade SILJ either. Here's SLV. I do own position in SLV, and I buy, hold core position and trade in and out of it, or I sell options against it. But these are the moves on silver. It's just been ridiculously wonderful. And look at these moves from the March bottom. Just on our signals. It's consolidating again. So I've been selling the 24 calls against my position just to protect it somewhat, and then also to capture premium. The premiums have been outstanding, even in the money. And had a little bit of a scare earlier in the week though, because I had a 24 call on it, was sitting at 27, and then it broke all the way down here to 23, and I'm like, whoa. But came right back. It's holding. I sold 24 calls against it for next Friday. And as soon as my ribbon starts turning back higher again, I'm watching it right here. This red crosses above blue for me. I'll take off my my sold calls and let this thing run. And then I'll put it back on again when it starts to push up and get overvalued for me. So this was an incredible squeeze. Usually silver kind of consolidates into mid-September. So unless Uncle Warren changes the dynamics of all this stuff, I'm still expecting consolidation, and then you get a fall move in the metals again. Okay, SPY, just have it on here. I have it on every one of my watch lists. Okay, same with SVXY. And then here's USAS. This is a core position for me. Just holding it. I just own it. I'll double size and take size off. But I believe this is one of the best run miners in the country. And it just gives you a perspective here on this move. So I've enjoyed this one immensely. Okay, it's already had a 350% move, and I'm just enjoying it, and I have it. I don't care about it. I'll double up again as I need to, but we just had a nice run with it over the last couple weeks, and that's kind of where it is. And I think USAU's been crazy. We had a nice trade on it last week, and it broke through its extension here now, and so I think we're probably going to consolidate here. This was an incredible move, and here I thought, making I have to look at my notes here, but we had a nice little pop on it. I don't know if we made 8 or 12% on it or something like that. I hopped off, and it just kept shooting higher, and so but I think it's going to have to consolidate back down again. I would look forward here. It would be interesting to me around 990 again. Okay, and there's VXX. I think that's it. Oh, Wheaton, of course. How can I forget Wheaton? Another core position you should own. You can sell calls against it, and it's consolidating as well. And once I see this this fast ribbon cross above the slow ribbon, it's already starting to squeeze, as you can see here. And then you should jump back in it again. And this will be $100 stock unless they split it. And I think that's it. Oh no, and then here's Silver Short, but I don't trade that. So those are the miners. I think it's going to be pretty incredible move here. I'm going to see. I have a feeling Monday people will probably take profit off that Buffett news. I think they caught people going into options closing on Friday, and they got their heads handed to them. There's people probably had sold calls naked or spreads, and when the Buffett announcement, they had to grab shares, and so they may unwind some of that, and then we're just going to have to wait and see. But I'm bullish on the sector. I just was expecting consolidation, so Buffett, just so you know, has been buying this whole quarter. It's just a disclosure. Anyway, thanks for listening, and you guys have a great day. And if anything more comes up, I'll share with you guys. Bye.